The lion was the king, feared, loud, confident. The ant was a worker, small, quiet, focused. Every single day, the lion roared, a sound that shook the trees and sent smaller creatures scattering in fear. He spent his time patrolling his territory, displaying his strength and demanding respect from all who saw him. The jungle was his stage, and he was the star performer. He believed his power was absolute, his reign eternal. He ate when he pleased, slept where he wished, and never once considered a day when his might would not be enough. His confidence was a shield, his roar a weapon. He saw the world in terms of big gestures and grand displays of dominance. Small things were beneath his notice, trivial and unimportant in the grand scheme of his kingdom. The ant, meanwhile, went about its business unnoticed. Day after day, it followed the same path, its tiny legs carrying burdens far greater than its own weight. It joined a long, unbroken line of its kin, a silent army marching with a singular purpose. They weren't building a monument to be seen or seeking applause for their efforts. They were simply working one grain of sand, one crumb of food, one piece of leaf at a time. The lion would sometimes see this endless procession and sneer. Such pointless labor, he would thunder, his voice echoing through the canopy. You toil from dawn till dusk for nothing. Your work is invisible, your existence meaningless. The ant never stopped. It never looked up. It just kept moving, its antennae twitching, focused only on the task at hand. The lion's roar was just noise, a distraction from the real work that needed to be done. But by the relentless accumulation of small, consistent actions, each grain it carried was a single, insignificant act. But millions of grains, carried by millions of ants, day after day, built a fortress, an empire of substance beneath the earth. The lion's ego was a sun, brilliant and blinding. He believed his own legend, convinced that his roar could solve any problem, and his presence could command any outcome. He measured his worth by the fear in others' eyes and the silence that followed his proclamations. He saw the ant's quiet diligence not as a strength, but as a weakness. "Why don't you fight?" he would ask, bemused. "Why don't you demand your place?" He could not understand a power that didn't announce itself, a strength that didn't need validation from others. He was addicted to the spotlight, while the ant found its power in the shadows, in the steady rhythm of its work. The ant's consistency was its own form of defiance. It was a quiet rebellion against the lion's noisy, empty pride. While the lion was busy performing his role as king, the ant was building a real kingdom. While the lion demanded respect, the ant earned its security. The ant knew that ego feeds on attention, but consistency feeds on purpose. The lion's power was external, dependent on the perception of others. The ant's power was internal, growing with every single journey it completed. This was a form of power the lion could never possess because it could not be taken or displayed. It could only be built, one tiny, deliberate step at a time, hidden from the world. The ant didn't need to roar to be powerful. Its power was in the silent, unwavering execution of its duty, a force more formidable than any sound. The seasons turned. The rains, once plentiful, ceased to fall. The sun beat down, turning the lush jungle into a brittle, brown landscape. The rivers shrank to muddy trickles, and the once abundant prey grew scarce, either perishing or migrating in search of water. The lion's powerful roar now echoed through an empty, silent jungle. It was a hollow sound, a testament to a power that had lost its meaning. His pride offered no sustenance. His fearsome reputation could not conjure a single drop of rain or a single unsuspecting deer. He grew gaunt, his mighty frame weakened by hunger. The fear he once inspired was replaced by the gnawing fear in his own belly. The king was dethroned, not by a challenger, but by circumstances he had been too proud to prepare for. But deep beneath the cracked earth, the ant colony thrived. Their vast network of tunnels and storerooms, built through seasons of patient, unnoticed labor, was full. They had prepared for the drought, not with roars and displays of dominance, but with the quiet discipline of their daily work. They had anticipated the hard times, while the lion was celebrating the good times. The ant who had ignored the lion's taunts now moved through corridors filled with food, its purpose unwavering. It had not wasted energy on ego or fear. It had simply worked, secure in the knowledge that consistent, disciplined effort is the only true shield against the inevitable challenges of the world. The lion had ruled the present, but the ant had built the future. Moral: quiet discipline, practiced daily, will always conquer loud, unprepared pride.